When I bought this hat, I was wondering why they were calling it a Smurf hat. Mystery solved. Hey everyone, it's Saturday, I'm Flynn, and you're watching my BrainLog. I don't know what today's gonna be about. Like, I made a list of things that I want to talk about in different videos on here. But like, I'm not having a great day, so it's kind of hard to come up with things. Nothing feels right, you know? I'm not enough to do this. Like, not as in literally I'm not enough, but like, I'm not present enough to do this, I guess. Maybe that's... yeah, I think that makes sense. I don't know if I said this in my last video, but there's the whole issue of, on my second channel I have a video that is an open letter to Dodie Clark, and it's like, in it I talk about her issue of, is she oversharing, and people telling her that she's oversharing and stuff like that. And about that, I want to say something, because a lot of people, like friends of hers, were pointing out that, why are you putting this online? Why are you not just telling us what's going on, you know? And I want to keep things clear to anyone watching these videos. Anything I address in these videos, someone knows about it. Like either my therapist, or my best friend, or my sister, or my mom. If I say it on camera in a video, then I've definitely told someone before. So I'm not just venting out to the internet hoping that someone will come to my rescue. That's not what I'm doing. I'm not saying that that's what Dodie was doing, but maybe some people felt like that's what she was doing. It's not even a really bad day, you know, like I don't feel super depressed or super down or anything. I just don't feel much at all. You know, if I were really down, then, you know, I could just voice that. These past couple days have just been numb, void, empty. So I made myself tea, because apparently in a former life I must have been British. It's the only explanation I have. Now this video might not be very interesting or very fun to watch. Honestly, that's really the last thing that you should expect from the videos on this channel, that they're fun to watch. I mean, I might maybe crack up a joke at some point or another, but fun really isn't where we're going with this. Let me tell you a story of how low my self-esteem is. The other day, 6 days ago apparently, so it's almost a week. So I posted a picture and it was all blurry in my Insta story, and I was like, if you can guess what this is, 10 points to your house. And someone sent me a DM being like, oh, it's a Christmas tree. And that was right. And basically that person went on talking to me about how they loved Christmas, and I told them that I love Christmas too. And at some point they were just like, you know, calling me pretty tons of times, which I don't like that. He was like, because I told him I wouldn't be much fun to be around because I'm like awkward in situations and everything, and just be uncomfortable and everything. And he was like, but you're right, I'd just sit there calling you pretty for an hour. So I said, see, and I would then sit there being uncomfortable, which wouldn't help the awkwardness of the situation. And at some point he asked me why I was uncomfortable being called pretty. And I said, imagine you know you suck at singing, but your parents and friends keep telling you that you sound amazing. Except you know you suck. That's not really the kind of situation people like being in. For further explanation, because he didn't get it, I said, still seems like something someone would say to make me feel better. I know that there's a pretty good chance that at this point I might sound like one of those girls that criticize their own looks so that people tell them all the reasons why they're wrong, but that's really not what I'm trying to do. I just really don't believe that I look good. Granted, I admit that I look better than I used to, but there's a lot left between that and good. The thing is that no amount of "you're pretties" is going to change that. It just makes me want to curl up further each time I hear it. The thing is that then they said that I'll stop, I'm sorry, but I genuinely believe you are, and still after that said that I was pretty 3 more times, which wasn't very comfortable, but you know, people genuinely are raised to believe that if people don't think they're pretty, then tell them they're pretty. Like, you know, reassure them in that way, but like that doesn't work. That's not his fault, you know. I'm not saying it's mine. I don't know whose fault that is. I just don't like the way I look, and I'm not happy with the way I look. And honestly, I'm quite this whole setup includes me showing off my legs, which is very stressful for me because like when I crop this for YouTube to be in 16:9, you can only see like probably about this much of my legs, like maybe in my knees. But for me now in the viewfinder, there's almost up to my ass. And I can just see my thighs in the viewfinder, and I really don't like my thighs. And there's a lot of stuff that I don't like about myself. And a while ago, I posted on Instagram, I posted a picture, there's a link in the description if you want to see, explaining how, like with a picture of me that was like 3 years old, I think, and explaining how when I think of myself, I still see her, and I really hate that. I don't like being her. I don't want to be her. And I'm desperately trying to get to a place where I like the way I look. Now, half the time I don't know what I look like because, like I said, when I think of myself, I see her. 3 years ago me. So I want to make sure that at least when I look in the mirror, I like who I see, which is why the short hair and the glasses and right now the beanie and the choker and the dot piercing and everything. They're all things that I did to get on good graces with my reflection, I guess. That makes sense. I meant to do a whole video about that topic, now it just rambles out. I guess we're going with it. I don't know how long the battery's gonna last. It's really nice weather outside, and I tried sitting in the sun for a while because I was hoping that maybe the vitamin D would make me feel better. It warmed me up, but it didn't make me feel better. I just really want to be in a place where I can look in a mirror and be okay with who I see. Like, I don't even need to love who I see, I just want to be okay with it. And it's kind of hard for me to get there because I don't think of myself the way that I look in the first place. When I think of myself, I still have long hair. I'm much chubbier than I am now, and just incapable of doing my makeup properly, and no eyebrows done, which is just not an option for me anymore. and no glasses, or the glasses, prescription glasses I had before, which were not really great either. And like when I dream, in my dreams, I still have long hair, and I still have that extra tummy, and I still, basically everything I've managed to change in my life in the past 2 years to make myself feel better about myself, it's just all not there in my dreams. I'm still that person. Except all the bad stuff that's been added in the last 2 years is also there. Like, just everything that I hate. Which is great. It's great being haunted by yourself in your dreams. I've not yet discussed that with my current therapist. The whole... Like, I've told him that in my dreams I still have long hair and everything. But I haven't told him yet the whole, not knowing what I look like until I look in the mirror thing. And, thinking of myself as someone different than what I actually look like. But I did tell my first therapist that, and he just kept telling me that I was being ridiculous and that I was an attractive young woman and that I should be proud of that. And like, not in a creepy, pervy way, just in a, like a guidance counselor would do, or your dad. I tried touching on the subject with my dad this morning, saying that I didn't like the way I looked anyways. And he was like, oh, but honey, you look wonderful. And I said, yeah, but you have to say that, you're my dad. And he said, well, honey, hasn't anyone ever told you? Dads are always right. And it just made me laugh. He was like, oh, you may not agree, but I'm right, It's his truth, and that's fine, I can live with that. Like, if someone tells me, okay, you may not like the way you look, I do, I can live with that. But people telling me, oh, but you're pretty, don't worry, like, I don't, because it doesn't feel right. That's, like I said, if you know you suck at singing and someone keeps telling you that you don't suck, it just feels like they're lying to you. I think it's mostly the choice of vocabulary. It's like, if you tell me that you like the way I look, I can believe that. I can believe that you like the way I look, because I have loads of acquaintances. I know a lot of people who don't look beautiful, but I love the way they look. They just don't look conventionally beautiful. And so I can believe that you like the way I look, but I could never believe you if you told me that I was beautiful or pretty. I can believe people when they say they think I'm cute, because cute, it doesn't have to follow a convention, And also, half the time people tell me I'm cute, they tell me that because, well, I don't look beautiful, and they don't want to tell me I'm ugly. I have been told that. People have told me that, well, the reason people tell you you're cute is because you're not beautiful. And people don't like it when they're called not beautiful. So, that was fun. That was the day that I decided I don't want to be cute anymore. Because I was suddenly scared that everyone who'd ever called me cute was basically just telling me, oh, you're ugly. Anyhow, if you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of me, then you can subscribe to my channel up here, or subscribe to my second channel down here, where I discuss other topics than my brain. And I'll see you again next Saturday. Bye!